Alrighty. It has been a while. It's been a few days. A lot has happened this week. Whoa. My game is My game is very choppy. Whoa. Alright. Give me a second. No. Okay. I think it's fixed now. It's been quite the week. I made a lot of mistakes this week. I thought that I was ready to move on. Try talking to someone else. I was wrong. I tried. I wanted to feel something. And after the first date, I was, I felt okay. And then I went on a second date with the person, and I just did not feel anything, any spark. And there's nothing wrong with that, I think that that's gonna happen. You're gonna have people that you just don't feel anything with romantically. I think that's fine. But it ruins my confidence a little bit. And it's not, their fault. They were very interested. They were interested. But I just wasn't, I didn't feel anything. I think that they're a great person. I think they could be a really great friend. But I just don't feel anything for them, romantically. I think they're a great person. Like I said, I care about them. But no, I just don't think I don't know. I just feel so lonely. And at this point it's my own fault, Like I feel awful complaining about, feeling lonely when I had the opportunity to not be, and I just didn't. But I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with that either, I'm so tired of being lonely, even though I have the opportunity to not be, but it's just not what I need. Like I have family and I have friends. I have great friends and an amazing family that would do anything for me, and they're just right there, but yet I still feel so alone and lost. Like I don't have purpose. Like my family, you might be able to hear them right now. They're laughing upstairs and I'm downstairs playing Minecraft. Like they asked me when I came home, like, hey, you want to hop in? Because they're playing D&D, and they're like, hey, you want to hop in? And I was like, no, I'm going to go play Minecraft and probably go to bed, which is true. I'm going to record this and then go to sleep because I don't know what else to do. I'm going to play with them tomorrow because they're playing tonight and tomorrow, but tonight is just, I don't know. I really am just tired of feeling lonely when I don't have to. I'm starting to take my ex as more of a lesson, though, as opposed to being something that hurt me. Like I feel like like the things in my life I wouldn't have felt if it wasn't for her, Like I wouldn't have realized, oh, I want a life with somebody. Because I was very against it beforehand. I was very against having a family. I was very against having kids. And I'm not anymore. I think I do. Not I think, I do want it. I want to live my life with somebody. And I realized that because of her, I realized that because I had somebody that I could love. And I could see a future with, and I'm lucky for that, you know. I'm very lucky to be able to have that. How lucky am I to be able to connect with somebody on that level to where I can feel that kind of loss? Except it doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm missing something constantly. I feel like I'm constantly missing a piece of me. And the truth is that I am. I am missing a piece of me that was so crucial to my well-being and my life that I don't know what to do without it. I don't know what to do without them. And there's nothing wrong with that. People will tell you a lot that you shouldn't want to stay in the same spot, and you shouldn't. It's true. You should want to move on. You should want to get better. But you shouldn't necessarily rush it either. You should process it. You should feel what you feel. It shouldn't just be in one ear out the other thing, you know? And that's fine. That's a fine thing to feel. You don't have to be strong all the time, you know? Everybody has their moments of weakness. And the weak parts are what makes us strong. Well, that sounds counterintuitive. It's true. The weak things, the things that you hurt over and the things that hurt you, those are the things that make you a better person. Not even necessarily a better person, but a stronger person, somebody that can handle more, somebody that knows how to process, somebody that knows how to live, you know? Life's about choices, and life is what you make it. And those choices and the things in your life should make your life worth it. You shouldn't, you know, dwell on things too much, you know? Sometimes you just gotta take it as it is. And that hurts a lot of the time. A lot of the time that's hard to do. A lot of the time that is awful, and it is the worst feeling that you could possibly ask for, but it's the truth. It's what you need. And it's something that I'm starting to realize, you know, like I need to be okay with not being okay. And I've told myself, you know, oh, I'm fine with that, but I'm not really, you know, I haven't actually looked in and said I'm okay with being lonely because it's what I need right now. I've told myself that, but I didn't mean it. I didn't want to be lonely. I wanted to feel something. I wanted to just tell myself that so that I can be okay, but I didn't mean it. I mean it now, though. If she came back, would I take her up without second guesses? Absolutely. But there's nothing that I can do, you know. I can't force her to come back. I can't, you know, will the world to give her back. I just kind of have to deal with it. I just kind of have to go with it. And this is me rambling a lot. It really is, but it's fine. But no, there's nothing wrong with feeling however you feel. Feelings are valid, no matter how awful or how good or how off-putting they are. I really am at a low point, though. Truly. I feel like no matter what I do, I'm doing something wrong, you know? Oh. Oh, no. There's a lot. I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, that's preoccupied now. Okay. Okay, we're good. But no, I really need to like actually be okay with being alone. Is the main point that I'm trying to get at here. I'm just not explaining it very well. I had a talk with a friend tonight, and I was talking about life and, you know, experiences and whatnot. We went to Sonic and got food after work, and we just kind of hung out for like an hour and just talked. It was really nice. It was probably the deepest conversation that I've had with another human being since my dad passed away, because that's what we would do primarily, is we would just talk about random stuff. Sometimes it had meaning, sometimes it didn't. But it was a very nice conversation, and I really enjoyed it. And that guy that I was talking to today, he is by far probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. And he also made me realize that life isn't just going to be easy. Life is going to be full of challenges and things that you have to go through, and they're not going to be easy, you know? Some of the things that you go through are going to be very, very difficult to go through. But you have to, because that's just a part of life. And when you realize that these things are things that you need to actually go through, the more willing that you are to grow as a person. And that, I think, was probably the best piece of advice that I've heard in a very long time. I've been thinking the last few days about what my purpose is, because like I've said before, my purpose that I gave myself was to love another human being. I think that I need to revise that purpose a little bit. I don't need to love one person, I need to love people. I need to be a good friend, I need to be somebody who can motivate, somebody who you can put your trust in. That's what I need to do, I think. I need to want everybody to be happy, not just the person that I choose. Everybody around me I should try to make feel better. Everybody around me I should try and see the good in and understand where they're coming from and help them through any kind of problems that they are having, because at the end of the day, that's what makes you a good person, is your capabilities of being able to sympathize with another person and help another person through something, or be a source of comfort for another human being. At least to me it is. That's the main part about being a good person. I think that's a beautiful thing. I'm not saying that that's something that everybody has to do, you know? If that's not your thing and people aren't your thing, then that's fine, but people were my thing until she left, you know? I loved talking to people. I loved meeting new people. I loved people. And then when she left, I didn't feel that anymore. I felt empty. I felt like every person that I talked to, I was just talking to because I had to and not because I wanted to. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want it to be like that, because I do enjoy talking to people, you know? I enjoy helping people. And I think that all of my self-validation and self-care and my care in others came and stemmed from loving her. And that's not what it should have come from in the first place. It should have come from the fact that I do love people. I love the world. I think every person has the potential to be an amazing human being and beautiful in their own way. And that's something that I need to kind of lean into a little bit more, and not just be obsessed with the fact of, oh, I did this for this person because I wanted to be better for them. No, I need to do it for me because I need that too. I too need to be conscious of others. I need to care about others the way that I cared about her or my mom or my family. I need to care about everybody like that. Because everybody deserves to be loved, even if they're not the greatest person. Now, if they're a monster or something, I feel like it's pretty evident what I mean by that. And if not, anything that you say, you could think of that makes somebody truly a monster is probably correct. But everybody deserves to be loved, and not everybody gets that, you know? Not everybody gets to be loved by somebody. And even if it's not in like a romantic way, you can love somebody and care about them without having some kind of romantic attachment to them. You don't have to not romanticize. You don't have to be intimate with somebody to love them. You know, like you don't have to have these super strong emotions of love, of romantic love for another person to love them. Like, think about it like your family, like your parents. You don't romantically love your mom, at least I hope not. But you still love them. You still love her. You can still care about her. And that's a beautiful thing that a lot of people don't think about, is everybody deserves love. You deserve love, I deserve love. Timmy down the road who, you know, works 3 jobs because he needs to pay the house bills because his mom has cancer deserves love. Everybody deserves love, even if it's a minuscule amount. Even if it's just a, hey, you're doing a great job, or hey, I'm proud of you. Everybody deserves love no matter what the kind is, you know? And I think that's something that everybody needs to realize more. Well, that's really all the time that I have. It's 12:22, and I'm exhausted from working a 13-hour shift today. So, hope everybody has a great rest of their night, or day, or week, or month, or year. Love you guys. Deuces.